Yeah, we've got one more.
Okay.
One from Court Mocker on the issue of transgender kids, I suppose. Jazz and Jeanette Jennings. If this isn't the most horrifying story of child abusing mother transitioning a child, I don't know what is. So that Jazz Jennings is I am Jazz. I blame Oprah for all of this because Oprah enabled this Munchausen by
Yeah.
proxy mother in her ongoing medical child abuse of whatever poor Jazz's name was in the beginning. But Jazz is like it's I don't want to pick on Jazz because Jazz was transitioned like at 4 or 6 by her attention seeking mother. And then Barbara Walters and Oprah Winfrey normalized this. They said, oh, like look at this mother's love. This is like this is a groundbreaking thing, like look at this expression of love and tolerance. Well, now Jazz is dealing with feelings uh,
Oh,
of feeling like in the wrong body. Like it's just an absolute nightmare. Well, Barbara Walters, do we have the audio of this? When she's talking about this is the absolute worst how she talks about it, because you preface this now with what Jazz is suffering now. I think I don't want to say we're lucky Barbara Walters is dead, but she has a lot to answer for. Do we have that
Good
audio of this?
evening. They are the words that any parent would want to hear about their daughter. She is such a remarkable little girl. For a girl named Jazz, the word remarkable doesn't begin to cover it. At just 11 years old, she has taken what most children and their families would regard as a terrible secret and brought it smashing into the open. She is the brave and beautiful new face of a child born in the wrong body.
She's got to love no.
Describe Jazz to us.
Vibrant, happy, full of life, self-confident, beautiful, glowing.
Feminine.
So feminine.
She wears pink cleats on the soccer field
Do you like my new bra?
and padded bras. She not only dreams of mermaids, she swims like one. If you didn't know it, would you believe this 11-year-old girl was biologically a boy? Let's get this straight, Jazz. Are you a boy or a girl?
I am definitely a girl. Like, that's all I consider myself as.
I'm sorry, I know I never do anything with my hair, but
Jazz is transgender, a boy living as a girl.
I have a girl brain and a boy body.
Hi.
When we first met Jazz in 2007, she was only 6 years old and one of the youngest documented cases of an early transition from male to female.
We'll
I
say
think that's
things
good.
like
So now, I think 10 years out from this, maybe a little bit more. I think Jazz is around 20-ish, maybe. Jazz is, I would think she's on a fast track to being morbidly obese. She suffers from binge eating, expresses concerns about not feeling like herself all the time. And I'm using the female pronouns here, so don't write me letters. It's easier than just switching back and forth. Not feeling like herself, struggles with depression, not satisfied with the medical transition because nobody ever is, because you just cannot create that which nature did not give you. And the mom saying weird things about I'm going to, you know what, I'm not even going to say it because it just makes me anxious and makes my stomach a little bit gross. But like it's just now. At the time, everybody celebrated this. And then they had their own TV show, and this happened in front of the world. Mm-hmm. And instead of just letting nature take its course and having a child sort out their dysmorphia issues, as these things tend to do, if you let natural puberty take its course, now we've got a deeply damaged young person who cannot undo what has happened to them. And you can see in the binge eating, in the depression, that this was a mental crisis that never should have been subject to medical intervention. And it's terrible. And shame on the mother and everybody who enabled this along the way. Shame on this.
I agree, Sheila, but in certain circles, what you just said, you're being called a transphobe and a bigot and a hater.
I know.
But you're not. This is a tragedy, and this is why I think it's so despicable, this ongoing fetish, I can think of no other word for it, of drag queen story time. You know, normalizing cross-dressing and transgenderism to, I mean, this obsession that community has with young people. I just don't.
It's Munchausen by proxy. You know, it's the same as making your kids sick so that you can get attention as the caregiver of a sick child. That's what's happening here, at least with, I think, this mother. This is my opinion. After seeing, you know, more I Am Jazz than I care to admit to watching, just with horror, and seeing, you know, Jazz's latest statements and, you know, watching Jazz on Oprah and Barbara Walters. The mother was attention seeking. This was the mother's vehicle to fame, fortune, and attention. And here we are. For all of it, the child will pay the price. And I'm just, people who think that I'm some sort of hater, I have nothing but sadness and compassion for Jazz. I think it's terrible what has happened here.
You know what, Sheila? I think you're right. And I think we always question, who are these parents bringing their kids to these drag queen story hours? And I think these are parents who are saying, look how woke I am. Look at my virtue signaling. Look how hip I am and how I'm down with radical transgenderism because that's the cool flavor right now. That's what I really think's at play. It's selfishness on the parents' behalf.
Yeah, you know what? I wish these parents would just get a Love is Love t-shirt and leave the kids out of it. Like, if you need to wear your politics as an accessory, I get your politics as an accessory. I get it. I do too. But please don't leave the little ones out of it. Just leave the little ones out of it. So Jazz was transitioned as a little one, socially transitioned, then medically transitioned. And now we've got a real problem on our hands. And if the mother had just, I don't know, dyed her own hair blue and left the kids out of it. That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.